Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. We're just going to, where's, I'm missing stuff. I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, well. Oh, wait, no, it is. Haha. Where's my tablet, though? All right, well, we're off to a start. Oh, everything's here now. All right, fabulous. So, yeah, we're just gonna continue on from not yesterday, my goodness. Last Wednesday. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep, picking out the line work for this. Ooh, I saw something really, cool. So, I kind of stalled on this a minute, because I didn't like the shoes, so I went ahead and just moved on to the next one. But check this out. What is that? Oh, it's when I tried to see what hyena paws looked like, and the first question that came up was, do hyenas have hooves or paws? I I guess I had to screenshot that because I legit, uh, yeah, I did not know people thought hyenas had hooves. So there you go, right out the gate. There's your factoid for today. um, but yeah, check this out. Those are just regular Converse. Wait. Yeah, so, well, I got some refs in between. So whenever you get stuck on something, don't just keep ramming your face at it. Take a break, walk away, go find some more examples. So I found some shoes at some different angles, one that was kind of bent the way I need it. But then there was a Twitter post. I'm gonna go find the stuff to open it because let me tell ya, sometimes waiting for stuff, like the next couple of days, something comes through and it always blows me away. So where was it? It would be in my reference folder. Oh, but they were fursuit pieces, so they would be. You know, I love that the more organized I try to be, like, the harder it is to actually find anything. I'm like, all right. I put these in a folder called fursuit refs, but I had to remember that folder existed. So let's see. Copy and paste. Voila. Now we have what I was talking about. So I thought these were pretty neat. Oh, no, where'd the rest of them go? These ones. Copy. And we'll close that and I'll just paste. And I'm gonna shrink these. So I don't want to like copy these one for one. I'm still trying to like alter the way they look, but these are a really, really amazing visualization of what I was trying to accomplish. So, it was just super cool that I had went and found and struggled to get like all these Converse refs, and then I was just scrolling through Twitter one morning and I was like, my god, it's perfect. And I just shoved it into my ref folders. I was like, get in there. I bookmarked it on my phone so I could come back and save it for later. So even when I'm not working, I'm still working. Scuts, what are you doing? Where are you going? I have to save this ref right now. Anyways, I hope everybody's week has been going well. We are at the crest, right? Wednesday's the top of the roller coaster, so now we're gonna go downhill. We go wee. Hopefully it's a wee. Oh my goodness. All right. Last night I had a really, really good night drawing, so I hope that carries on over to today. Also, low-key hyped that I saw a dress that got me hella excited. And it's like, I think it's proof you should just do stuff that makes you happy. Like, that's the best way to go about anything. But I saw a dress I just absolutely adored. I wanted to draw some characters in it, so I got a few people who were interested, and I drew their OCs. And the person who posted the tweet with the dress I was obsessed with noticed my my drawing. I didn't like tag them or anything. I think because I replied to somebody, if they asked like what the dress was based off of, I like put the link to the tweet. So I don't know if that's how she found that I drew it, but I was just like, ah, that's cool. The drawing could get 1 like, or the drawing could get 1,000 likes, but the muse, the inspiration, noticed the drawing I did and was like, that's neat. I'm like, aw, you're neat. It's just cool. I love that the internet allows us to inspire each other that way. So yeah. I'm doing so fuck. Slowed. Try again. I'm doing so many more of those, at least as long as I feel inspired to. Just because I really love the dress. Let me see if I'll open. Let me show. Let me show you, instead of just talking about it. For those who haven't seen, let me see, it was, this was the first one. Open. So I drew, Deathlight actually got one. This is their D&D character Dust, who is much more modestly dressed, so it was fun to just be like how flustered and embarrassed she'd be. I love getting to imagine characters in those like, that's when I love repeat customers, because I get to learn about your character. I know this character is modest, so when you say flustered and in a revealing dress, I'm like, okay, I can see this in my mind's eye. I got it. Like, I can just see, you know, flustered character being flustered. Which I like, because I don't want to draw a character who would be super comfortable or whatnot that's being flustered, or a character that would be flustered being overly confident, because then it doesn't feel like the right character. This one was in true form, muscle babe in a dress for sure. That was really fun to draw. And then the one that just came out the best, like as I kept doing these, they just kept coming out better and better, is this final one where I'm just like, yes! Came out so good. I was so happy with these. So, anyways, I will calm down and I will work now. I think I need to find where... This is all part of the armor. Where's my sketch at? Yes, there. So I'm gonna drop this bit, and then there's one underneath. Yeah. Oh, that's the rock. I like the rock. The rock can stay. It grounds the pose. So what is being... It's just this, so is that really? Everything else is on the same... Where the heck is her tail then? What layer is it on? Oh no, I don't know. I'll let the hunt begin. Is it in this folder? No. It's in... Okay, it's in with her sketch. Where? Okay, its own layer. Alright, everything is okay. Let's see. Now where'd the sketch go I actually want? Alright. So... You've been finding the time to draw midweek as well. It's nice. Good, good. I resolved a lot of tech issues because my Tuesdays became consumed with nothing but IT nightmares for a few weeks there. And then my cooling part pooped out on me and I had to replace that. So there was a drought where I was not drawing as much as I would have liked to have been. And yeah, I've cleared that and it's time to just make some freaking art and I'm down. Let's go. I drew a bunch yesterday. I'm just trying not to do so much that I drive my hand into the ground. That is the one thing I need to be cautious about. Alright, let's see. Can I grab these 3 and reduce them all? Yes. Alright, so... I'm just gonna delete that. And then on the same one with everything else, I will just go ahead and do this. I think I used 15, yeah. You love the dress so much. You're so happy you shared it with me. I actually saw it on Twitter that morning and I was like, yes, I love the chains. The dress is so cool. And then you sent me something and then way later in the evening Zay came to me and was like, I need my character in this dress at some point. And I'm like, you know, I also have a need. I need to draw these characters. I need to draw something in this dress. So it's been fun. I like it. Doing a little bit like color variations or something so it's unique. I don't know. I think even when I do your character here's where they're all on the same pose, I can't do like a base. Like I just freaking can't because everybody's got different proportions and body types. So when the pose is already pre-done, it's not too hard for me to just basically adjust and try to flex with the body style because the pose already looks good. That's already figured out for me. And I just have to draw the character on top. So that's not too bad. And it's kind of, it just, I don't know. Scuts is a representation of myself, and I am smaller chested, so she is as well. And it just never quite sits right with me when artists will like refuse to draw smaller chest sizes because it's not their style. And I'm like, okay. All right. You know, like what do you do? I guess maybe I don't commission a small busted character from that artist because, you know, it's not like the worst thing in the world. It's still good art and I like it, especially because it was a gift art. It actually was the commissioner who got the gift who let me know. They tried to let them know to make the bust size smaller, but they were like, no, I only do big old titties. And I was like, okay, that's fine, you know. But I definitely do appreciate when people flex with that, especially because I am a different body type. I've got wider hips and smaller chest. So it's still like I still have an attractive figure, but it's not like that va va voom exaggerated one that a lot of artists will exaggerate with, which is it's fine. It's completely style. I do have characters, and I've seen plenty of characters who would work well in those styles. It's just not maybe where my strong suit would be. And it's kind of along those lines where I just want to make sure that everyone can see themselves represented in my art or their characters. So like, it's just, I don't know, it's nice. It's why like I don't refuse any body type. If I feel like I can't make it look good because of other factors or, you know, whatever, I won't take commissions I don't think I can make look good. But if someone gives me a character that's got a different body type than what is in my general wheelhouse, I'll go find reference images and find body types that are similar to what they're describing, or ask them to give me something so that I am able to do that, because I think it means so much to see that kind of representation. Because like, it's okay to exaggerate stuff. There's plenty of room for that, but I also think that there is room for more realistic standards and body types, and I just appreciate bodies of all kinds myself, so it's so fun to draw. Sometimes you get the big muscular bodies, sometimes you get round soft, sometimes you get the voluptuous. It's nice. It's one thing I find really fun about drawing commissions is that I probably would consistently draw the things that I like, you know. When I design characters, I tend to put things that I like into them. It doesn't mean that I don't like other stuff or that other stuff isn't cool. It just means I kind of have I have a creative tunnel vision. So when other people bring me characters they've created, I draw stuff I might not have otherwise myself, and I think that that's really cool. That dress, were it not a poverty season, you would have got on that. I totally understand, and nobody should ever be out like money they can't afford for a commission. Not gonna lie though, that's why I decided to go with the $50 price point, is because I was like, all right, what's reasonable for everybody? And so I'm like, well, shading is going to be a lot, and then when I do like a full body pose it's a lot. So I'm like, well, what if I stick to flats and I do like a partial, you know, where it's like somewhere around like thigh to knee. And I was like, yeah, that feels like a pretty good like midway, so that it's a reasonable price with a good turnaround. And like, it's crazy. Everything just keeps going up in cost, so it's, you know, you gotta make sure your stuff's taken care of. It's hard for the artists out there right now. I feel it, because people are gonna cut getting commissions or, you know, things like that before food or paying their power bill, one would hope. Like, please, for the love of God, pay your power bill before you're getting commissions. It's just, you know, it's just tough out. I will also probably be doing many, many little doodles. We gotta do like a little Christmas stream or something. Get some holiday doots going on. Poor Dust, she wants pants, please. I know the feeling. I was very tomboy growing up, and I don't think I actually wore... I don't think I wore a skirt or a dress until I was a freshman in high school. Like, the last time I wore a dress is when I was, like, younger and I didn't get to pick what I wore. And, yeah, I don't know. Now, it just kind of depends on the season. In the summer, I'm running around in floral dresses, and in the winter, I'm a plaid gremlin. We all need the dress, right? I want to, like, tear apart one of my own dresses just to, just to try to, like, rehash something with it. I'm like, I have chains. I got the metal. I got the pliers. Let's go. You know, forget the dress. We'll just do the chains. Actually, I have a hilarious story about that. So I did metalworking for about 10 years before I injured my wrist and stuff. So metalworking kind of got a little too rough for me. I used to do a lot of metalworking, so I've still got, like, the pliers I won in high school and stuff, and it's just, I don't know, it's wild to be like, you know what, I want to make that. And so one day, I think it was around Halloween, probably back in like 2019, I made this chain top. I just got some chain and I took a duct tape mannequin double that I had made, except it wasn't duct tape. It was a bunch of spare pillows and extra towels that I had compressed and taped into my into my dimensions so that I could work on it, not on myself. Alright, I'm gonna start. I don't like how this looks, so I'm gonna start by trying to redraw her foot and what's going on underneath. And then I'm gonna redraw the shoe once I feel like I'm better lined up with that. So, Alright, so this is her outside foot. So this isn't gonna have much of a curve, and it's gonna be more like this. And that would be the bigger toe, but they don't have big toes. Alright. Yeah, gotta work through all the details. Also, let me know how the music is. If I need to turn it down at all, or if I'm talking too quiet, let me know. I've just basically rehashed all of my audio levels, and all that good stuff. So, if it is hard to hear or too loud, do just give me a nudge, and I will adjust it real quick. Funny how we all sound... Oh, funny how we all found it the same day? Oh no, man, that went viral. It had like it had like 2.4 million views or something on it when I looked at it. Like that post went like around. That was a good photo. It's a good dress. Solid A+. You know, Twitter's been a really angry place lately. Like, to the point where I basically go on and post art, but I almost never see new art on my feed anymore, or it's the same handful of artists that are, like, really popping off at the moment. But everything else is just, like, people commenting about stuff, and it's a lot of... I don't know, it really sucks. It feels like the algorithm feeds off of people being really negative and starting shit. And people being like, well, no, it's not that, it's that. And so, like, stuff really pops off when it's a lot of people, like, complaining and saying, you know, no, you're wrong, and wanting to kind of have that. Because, you know, you're getting a ton of engagement when you have a bunch of people going back and forth like that, right? So, I guess I get why the algorithm promotes it, but it just... it doesn't really feel like it's that... that fun. I go on Twitter and I'm like, where's the art? I have started going to Blue Sky more often, and I'm trying to post on Tumblr and Instagram. Like, I'm trying to get the heck off that site just because it was really eye-opening. I went on vacation to see my in-laws, and I was I don't know. Then I got sick with COVID when I came back. So it was basically between the trip and coming back and all that. Like, I just kind of had about a 2-week-ish break from really being on social media, and when I came back, I just was like, where's all the art? Like, literally, it's just people being mad. I just want to see pretty art. Like, the way you grow as an artist is by, like, trying stuff out and pushing your skills. And one of the ways that you can feed that is by, like, giving your brain inspiration and following stuff that is, you know, maybe different than you would normally draw. Or, like, you draw from other resources and bring stuff together. So, like, to just have Twitter have completely set off, like, I didn't realize how much I went there for art resources and to connect with other art, like, people, either consumers or other artists. Like, so I'm trying to post other places because it's just so negative. And so it was really, really nice and refreshing to see a positive post go viral. Even if it, like, I mean, what was it? Muscle Girl Fantasy Core when? I'm like, yes. I need it. I can get behind this. And I would so much rather share and, like, interact with something that's just positive and fun versus everybody yelling into the void. There's a few artists I don't even want to follow anymore because I don't even see like, I don't even remember that they're an artist. I just see them starting negative discourse all the time, and their numbers are going up, but it's just people are following them to watch them, like, rag on bad takes and stuff. And I'm like, but then you're just like, I guess it just, don't feed the trolls. It seems like such a money sink, a time sink. Time is money, you know? That's how I view it. Like, I'm not gonna go start shit on a post because I've got other shit to do. I've got money to make. I've got places to be. Sound levels are good to you? Perfect. Thank you. Artists refuse to draw smaller chest sizes. I mean, you know, if people... Some people don't want to draw masculine figures. Some people only draw muscular figures. Some people won't draw muscular figures. So, you know, I feel like it's definitely good to be upfront if somebody commissions you, and they have a small-chested character that you might want to be like, oh, hey, by the way, before we go through with this, I don't draw small-chested characters. I only draw bigger-chested ones, so she's gonna have, like, a double D. Is that cool? You know, and then if you press yes to enter, like, yeah, I still want your art, it's fine. You know, like, and there's times you might do that. Like, it's fun to have art that's kind of varies, I guess. Like, it's interesting. You can explore different stuff. But I mean, once again, back in the day when I was like doing art trades and like before I started doing commissions, I was basically trading art for online pixels and currency on like the, I don't know, like Gaia Online and stuff, if you know what I'm talking about. So there was like the pixel avatars and so I would do I would do art competitions at first, but then I realized there was a big chunk of time that you would enter, and if people at a higher skill level entered, then it just kind of left the people at the lower skill level kind of giving away free art. So if there was one with lots of like lesser prizes and stuff, I would still try. But if it was like only a couple of prizes, was it was kind of lame. It felt it felt like you were just getting art, but or like just giving away free art. So I started doing specifically like trades. So I would finish the commission and then they would give me the item. And then I would find someone else who was like, hey, I've got these items. And I'm like, oh, I want one of those. And, you know, so instead of having to grind for the gold or the online currency or whatever to get the items that I wanted for my avatar, I was trading art instead and drawing like some chibis and stuff. And it was fun, but that was basically my intro to commissions. And it was pretty low stakes because if I didn't finish the art, I didn't get the item. And if, like, it was just, I mean, it was just a pixel item. So it was interesting, and I learned how to kind of deal with stuff. But I eventually just kind of started having enough interest that I was able to start charging. Like, I was like, oh, okay, I guess. Oh, my whole ramble. But my point was, I do the art trades and in addition, and the one thing that really stood out to me over time was just the fact that I can still go through the folder of commissions I have of art of that character, and the ones that I like the most don't necessarily align with the ones that are the most like technically skilled or whatever, you know, because you might think, oh wow, that one's super rendered out, or that one's got so much detail, that one must be so good, but they didn't like nail the character's vibe at all. And so like it's cool art and I like it, but I'm like, it's okay. And then there's ones that might be less technically good, quote unquote, but they are my favorite because they capture the spirit, the mood, the character. And so when I've come around to start doing commission work, that's one of the things that's kind of at my core value. Excuse me. Is that I just want people to be able to have a character that feels like their character. I don't want them to pay for something and be like, oh, too bad this only kind of looks like so-and-so, but my broody, moody, you know, Batman character is throwing up the kawaii, like, heart hands and smiling, or, you know, vice versa. My character that's super duper, like, happy-go-lucky, you know, never frowns. She's, like, the most optimistic character ever, and then, you know, somebody draws her looking like super sad off in the distance, and it's like, well, no, she wouldn't do that. Aw, doesn't, like, she's a happy character, that's not what she would do, or that's not what emotion she's supposed to represent. So even when I'm trying to do like artistic freedom stuff, where I'm like, yeah, give me a character and a theme and I'm gonna go run around and play around with something, which I appreciate you guys for indulging me in, by the way. But I still want it to feel like your character. I still want it to feel like so like I'm not gonna take your, you know, your character and throw them into a situation they wouldn't really be in just because. But I think it goes a long way. I think it's why I struggle with doing fan art for shows I haven't seen as well. Like, Ooh, I really want to watch Hell of a Boss or some of those ones because, like, I really want to draw Luna, but I want to be able to understand Luna when I draw her. So, like, I love to just kind of know the angle. What is this character's motivation? Alright, I think I'm gonna do like that. Completely covers up all the lacing on the sneakers, though. Or I could do them finer. We'll see. At the very least, I'll start off with this. Oh yeah, that's why I had the toe beans. Okay, they just kind of have, doggish nails. Okay, so that's... Oh, whoops. So that would be on the inner, it's like that. They actually are something like that, I think. Which means these ones would be kind of like that. All right. I think that solves that, at least for now. Still want to come back and try to make sure everything's working, but at the very least, I've got so let's do. I'm gonna make a folder and I'll call it shoe sketch. I'm gonna want to find this in the storm of my folders somewhere. Alright, so I'll put it right up there. Leg armor's fine. Alright, I'm gonna bring some of this up. Back to full opacity again. And then drop the shoe sketch. So I'm gonna now erase the shoes from this one. So this is everything I have left on this layer. So that'll be basically her belt. Yeah. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna tackle the shoes next time. I'm not. I got the base sketch going. That's honestly why I really like to rotate through working on multiple commissions at once. Like I'm really struggling with the shoes and trying to accomplish what the idea was that I'm shooting for. And instead of just like stressing myself out trying to go at it and go at it and go at it until I finally manage to like get it right, I make a go at it and then I take a step back and I digest and then I come back around, and it's a lot easier because I don't get frustrated And I feel like when you get really frustrated and you feel like you're just kind of butting your head against a wall, you're really not going to get anywhere, like artistically or otherwise. Like, you know, if you're sitting and you're trying to work on something, and you're trying to fix something, and you just hit a point where like you don't have patience anymore. You're not really thinking clearly because you're not having patience anymore. Maybe you just need to get up and go use the restroom or get something to eat. Maybe you've been at it for so long that you're hangry. But walking away for a little bit and just kind of letting have a moment to breathe, or, you know, as long as you need. It's different than just like putting stuff off and never coming back around to it again. But it's like, okay, this is the progress I can make today, and this is the progress I will shoot for next time. So like I'm like, okay, I don't have to do the shoes this time, but in the back of my mind, I'm preparing for the fact that next time I am gonna force myself to take care of those. So it's like given the warning, like, okay. But it really does help. Because I don't know, it's interesting. You wouldn't believe how many people came to me after the global event where people started to work from home and the like. And they were like, wow, it's really hard to work from home. Like, it's, you know, it's really nice, but it's like trying to make sure that you get your brain into that work mode and that you're not, you know, getting distracted because you're in your own home. So, you know, need to do the dishes, or laundry needs to be done. Like, so next thing you know, you're trying to scamper back from your lunch break because you started doing housework absentmindedly, or, you know, and it's nothing that bad. Like, it's not the end of the world, but like for people to just realize that, oh wow, yeah, it takes some practice kind of refocusing to work when you're in your home, a place where you're not really used to working. And maybe people who've got, you know, home office jobs and such have figured that out before. But I used to work in a metal shop, so it was definitely different, and I had to learn. New Blood says, your problem is you try to draw something smaller, but with each refine, some kind of weird magic happens and they end up chesty despite your best intentions. I understand, and the same thing happens to me as well. I don't know. I constantly have to make them smaller again. You just turn and look the other way for a second, you turn back and like it's another cup size, and you're like, hey. Deathlight says, you always try to put $200 aside per paycheck for commissions. Only time you don't is the beginning of the month because bills. Makes sense, yeah. If you have a budget for it, that's good. There's a reason why you only get dust art from me. It's because I know her. Aw. I am part of the game that you are playing her in, so it does give me the upper hand. Alright, let's see. So this is kind of like a Talberty thing. It's supposed to be a fabric that loops around the belt. So let's make it look like it's actually fitting around the belt, huh? Alright, so I imagine it's kind of probably coming back behind. And imagine it connects here. So I'm gonna add some safety pins to this eventually. There, if I make that less. That's a little more apparent, that's a hole. Alright, so... Oh no. 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 Scuts! Fuck. I just drew that with a pencil brush. That's the wrong thing. Alright, I'll just, I'll use it as my new sketch then. That means everything I just drew, though, I need to check. Yeah, because that's... No. Ugh. Alright, what'd I ruin? Alright, let's go remove all this. Oh my god. I'm just gonna do the same thing, honestly. Oh, no, I can just come back through. I know. All I did was, give it an outline down here. That's fine. I can redo that. Oh, no, don't erase the hair, though. And if I erase this, I erase... Well, no. Okay, here's a nifty trick, right? See if I can do it. So the part I want to save is this belt here, this layer. Yep. So I'm going to go select all. Here, actually, I'll just do the selection area so I'm not grabbing anything I don't need. Okay, copy. And then I'm gonna hold Control Z. See if it'll erase all the stuff I fucked up. Do 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 do. Will it go any further? Will it go any further? No. No. Nope. Dang. I was hoping it would go far enough back to erase that. Anyways, so if like you did mess up though and I wanted to keep that like one of the things I do, you just Control V. Control Z? Control V. No. Control C. What? Control C? Control V. Let's copy and paste. Oh, but it copied the wrong layer. Whoops. Oh, I fucked up anyways. That's fine. Did I totally fuck up then? I totally fucked up. And then I lost my thing. That's fine. How did I copy the wrong layer? I think I hit something incorrect instead of a Control Z. Alright, so that's as far back as I can go. And I did not get to save. Yep, no, cool. Alright, so I want to grab my line brush and not my pencil brush. And this will be fine. And I think I was using 5 pixels. Yes. Alright, we'll try this again. At least I didn't get any further. It's not the worst mistake I could have made. It's not the best one either. It's all good. If I drew it once, I can draw it again. That's what I figure. Alright, so add these sort of the belt that like holds it from being flappy. Alright, come in here and erase this out from behind. I think it's fine. I'm just so happy to be drawing again. Like, I can't even. All the technical issues were just too much. It was just too much. I just was trying and I was trying, and then there was no room left for drawing in my day, and I'm like, what is going on here? So I'm so glad I got the audio stuff sorted out so that we can actually like have streams with audio. Yeah, that one was pretty bad. And well, I guess the stream delay last week was getting stuff set up, but the stream delay today was adding more songs to the playlist. So instead of 45 minutes of game chops, we now have 3 hours. 3.5 hours? Yeah. Much better than listening to the short stream beats playlist I had as well. How close am I? So, let's try this again. This is... Alright, yes. We've got one side fixed here. I'm just gonna save this real quick. And then I'm gonna grab, there's hot water already, so I'm just gonna grab tea. I need to use the restroom real quick, so we will take a real brief break here. I might start on the flats on this, just to start bringing that up to pace. And then we'll see. I'll probably work on this one for another little bit here. This one's really tedious on my hand, so I don't want to go at it too long. But I'd like to finish the belt, so I mostly have just the shoes and the sword left next time. That is my goal. I like to set little goals to try to beat. So instead of trying to do all this line art in one go, I'm saving the shoes and the sword for next time. The shoes are the thing I'm struggling with. The sword is the thing I'm excited about. So when I finish the shoes that I don't want to do, I can do the sword that I really do want to do. we'll see about getting... I got feedback on what to do for the background on this one, so we'll probably do some more work on this and get it closer to where it goes. And then I've got... I can flip this dude around, and I can start on the back of his sheet. And as far as these gals go, I think they're good to start their like line work and everything. So I'm excited. All right, I will be back in 5. I'm just gonna use the restroom and grab some tea. All right. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Hot liquids are always good for non-stop chatting with chat. All right, so the heck do I want to do? Oh, I also have the other edit. Ooh. I won't start that yet. All right. Focus on the outfit. All right, so one more go. Let's do this real fast. All right. I have the correct brush this time. Let's do the outline of her jeans again. I'm trying to think just of like stuff going on. What's been happening lately? That's interesting. I like playing Magic, and there's been some new sets released, but I started playing Arena again when I have like migraines or I'm trying to like unwind for a little bit after I got a bunch done, and I'm like, I deserve to just zone out for a little bit. I'm like, all right. And it just feels like there's so much removal in standard. I play something, it's zapped away. Play something, zapped away. I'm like, aw. I swear it's been like a year since I really played last. And it feels like I've come back to a different gameplay style entirely. I'm like, aw. Still fun enough though. I like it when I have I like it when I have an opponent who's like actually encouraging. Like it's my favorite thing. Like if somebody actually makes a really good play and it's not something I've seen before because I'm still kind of a newbie, I'm just like, nice, you know? And sometimes it, like, especially if I'm like, oh, I want to remember that card, I'm gonna put that in a deck. And it was just really funny because I was like just trying to grind out the last daily, and it was like I needed to just cast so many more like blue spells or something like that. And I was sitting there and I had an opponent and I had 2 more blue cards in my hand, and I'm like, I can play these, but I have no creatures to play them on. And I just played the buffs on my opponent's creatures, and they were like, thanks. I was like, nice. Good game. But it let them, I mean, it didn't matter at that point because they were already going to win, but it let them win, and it just let me get my last 2 spells in for the points or whatever. I thought it was funny. But whenever I'm gonna just lose for sure, and I want to just burn that 1 more card in my hand, I'll just buff the other creatures before they hit me. I'm like, okay. I'm competitive, but I'm not like, I'm competitive with myself. I want to do better than I did last time. So, I'm not so much, I don't know, like, my self-worth isn't fucking tied to whether or not I win an online card game. I ain't gonna be mad about it. Do I want to be drawing these by hand? Didn't I find something? I think I found something. Bug leg. Safety pin. Does it work? Let's go and drop it in my clothing. I guess you can't see over there, but I've got folders down here. Boop. So I'm just gonna drag and drop it from here and down to here. Boop. Super handy. I love what assets Clip Studio has to offer. Pretty neat. And if you can't find something, you can always like make it yourself. I think it's super cool. All right, let's see. How does the safety pin brush work? Step 1, that is... Ooh. Making me question my resolution. Making me question my resolution. What's my canvas size? I mean... Interesting. My canvas is still pretty big. Edit. Resolution. Yeah, my resolution's 350 dpi. Like, I don't know. That's fine. I'll just draw a couple and use them. Alright, so... Of course I drew it on the same layer. I just want to grab it and duplicate. Alright. Copy, paste, and there we go. I got another one. Alright. So, the other thing I did was add some kind of to this. I just got kind of tired with... There we go. Wanted it to look thicker, you know. Alright, so where are we at? It's 2:30. Alright, I think it might be good to move to the next one here. I'm gonna erase this because that's the wrong thing. I will redraw it with the right brush. Maybe? Maybe. Zoom out so I can see. It's so funny. Once in a while, I'll just draw like one type of anthro, and then all of a sudden I find myself drawing a lot more. Like, it was like I drew one kobold, and then all of a sudden I was drawing many, many, many kobolds. And, feels like hyenas are similar. I drew like one hyena, and then I started to see two hyenas. Now I've got like 3 hyenas in the radar. I'm like, okay. No complaints here. All right. Okay. So if I, yeah, there. Right. Do. I love how I absolutely noticed everything was the wrong texture while I was working. And I was like, why doesn't this look right? And I was like, eh. I've been working on a different commission type where I've been using my pencil brush though, so 'tis why I got confused. Okay. Yeah, I'm done with this one because I had to redraw that part. That's good though. We got a good bit done with this. It's looking good. I'm gonna put the shoe on its own layer. I don't know how I feel. Shoe sketch is right here, so I'll just throw it in here. I think. Yep. Cool. So that means what's left on my final sketch here. That was pretty much it. So I'm gonna go do that last little bit here over on the skirt. Looks like I've got like a rip or a tear. And like some more rivets for another little like plate of metal, which I feel like would be causing some sagging at the bottom side from the weight of the metal. Like it would pull down. So I think that works. I'm gonna erase that. Yeah. And what do we got in here? Doing the weird. It's the bottom of the jacket. Oh my god. I didn't listen to a lot of this. I just kind of started throwing it on the, what is this? Take On Me? Oh my god. Alright. Hopefully if any of this gets like copyright hit, it should all be in fair use. I did my due diligence to check. But, yeah. Huh. I will just have to remove the segments of this stream. Or, I think it might let me cover up the audio. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I really want to provide better music as much as I can try to foster within the constraints I'm working in. Alright. I'm not sure how I'm feeling this one. It might be a little hitting the high notes a bit much for me. Let me know what you think. If something's like particularly not doing it music-wise, especially on this playlist, let me know. If I'm not attached to it, or the consensus is that the song is really horrible to listen to, we can do it. We can do it getting it off the playlist. Where the fuck is the pants that I'm trying to erase? Right here. Alright, so. Gonna get rid of this. Part of the shoe. I just want to leave tattered jeans. Gonna get rid of that portion as well. The foot can actually stay. That one looks like it's... Okay, that is the one I sketched over as my base. Okay, so that can stay. Really complex commissions like this are... I don't know, they're fun for me. That's why I like accepting armor commissions and stuff, but it feels like I almost have to have like some kind of checklist to make sure that I don't forget different details or bits about the commissions. So that's why I'm like, I'll always write notes in the margins. Alright, so we got safety pins in place over there. Do I have stuff that I feel comfortable merging? I'm pretty happy where everything is placed at the moment, except for the shoes. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna merge my layers, make sure everything's at full opacity. Yep. Okay. Away we go. Maybe. See if I regret anything. The leg armor is still on its own. I'm gonna just drag this out and put it in there. It is all one. So that's everything I've got so far. And I think that does mean I'm good to get rid of that sketch layer, because the shoe sketch now is what's left there. Yes! And so next would be the Absol edit. I'm gonna wait until I get the shoes done, because I have to draw the Absol claws within the shoes. And I'm excited to draw her face. So I'll use that to motivate myself along with the sword there. But I think the armor is pretty much done. So I'm gonna make sure that my fill is good. And then we'll move to the next one after this. Oh no! I just rickrolled everyone. I just rickrolled you. I just rickrolled me. I just rickrolled anybody who listens to this in the future. Aw. One time, I saw a furniture store, and it said affordable furniture, like on sale or something like that. And I was like, oh, cool. I went in to go check it out, and the prices were still ridiculous. So I'm like, even on sale, these are like well out of my budget at the time. So I was just like, dang it. And as I was walking out, the store was playing Never Gonna Give You Up. And I was like, I feel like I just got lured into this furniture store with a for sale sign just to listen to Rick Astley. The universe is random, but in the random chaos, you can still find humor. That's so funny. I didn't know there were like remixes on here. I thought this was all video game music. Oh, shoot. I forgot to add gloves on that hand. Yeah, I did. That's fine. This will remind me, won't it? Alright, so it's gonna go down here. So you'll see it on this one and see it there. Rick Astley might be one of the best Christian artists you can think of. I don't actually know any of his other music. I only know the chaos of being rickrolled. I like doing that once in a while, though, where I'll take like an artist where I've maybe only heard one song of theirs that I like, and I'll go and just like, while I'm working offline, I will like try to find stuff to add to my playlist. And so it's just like, I like this song. I wonder what else they do. And so maybe I should go down the Rick Astley rabbit hole and see what I can find. I love it when I think I like don't know any other songs by an artist, but then I go look through the list and I'm like, oh, actually, I know this song. I know this song. Oh, I know that song too. And I'm like, oh. It's usually only a few. If I know more than that, I usually recognize the artist. Otherwise, they have to have a really obscure sound, like from song to song. That's hard to tie together. But I'm weird. I like I'm like an encyclopedia for music. So like all the time, like I'm not even trying to, but my partner will be like, oh, this song, it's by so-and-so. I'm like, no, it's not. It's so-and-so. He's like, what? Really? I'm like, I mean, then I start second guessing myself. I'm like, I think so. Yeah. And we go look and I'm like, I'm always right. But if I don't know the artist, I don't know the artist. But if I don't know the song, I can usually name somebody by the sound. So it's just like, it's just funny. I actually found out that The Offspring came out with a new album when I heard about 4 or 5 seconds of a song, and I'm like, I don't know this song. they must have released new music. And I went and I looked when I got home, and sure enough, they literally like had just released music that day, and that's why it was all over the radio. I was like, oh, okay. Um, I think I did it with something else too. But it's always funny to just be like, oh, I didn't know they had new music out. And it's always funny when I find something I'm like, I don't know this. I need to know this. And it's great when it's just like one good earworm. But oh my gosh, when I can find a new artist and I like multiple of their things, I'm like rolling in a gold mine. Like I think it's really important to kind of set a setting, especially if you're like trying to work and draw art, you know. If you have a job, you go to a place, and that place in your brain is where you work, right? So I try to set up a very specific atmosphere. So like right now, it's really weird to me that I'm not listening to my drawing playlist. But I've been talking to chat while drawing enough that like that's kind of filling that habit bridge for me. But I basically will find like earworms or like those fun songs like you just can't get out of your head, and those are just some of my favorites to throw to my playlist, because it's like it just hijacks my brain into this harnessable state where all I want to do is draw, and the music has me in the zone, or it helps me like get there more easily because I'm just focused. And it might not be that for everyone. I used to know someone who, when she would work, she would turn on the same show so that it was something she'd already seen, and she didn't have to stop and look up from what she was doing. But she had like that background noise, that familiar thing, and she only watched that show when she was working. And so it was kind of like, then just habitually when I was working, it was like I would hear that movie and I would just like it was just work time, you know? And it's funny because I've gotten in the habit with a few different shows since, but lately it's just been enough on its own to stream. And so I haven't been doing a lot of anything else in the background, like talking to chat's enough. I couldn't imagine listening to an additional thing while listening to music and drawing and trying to talk. So it's generally when I'm working offline, I like to watch stuff though. It's my alternate to streaming. I think streaming is another one of those states. Like when I push start stream, it's like clocking into work for me. There have been days where I've been, going through stuff and it's been really hard. Like last year, my cat passed away and it was sad. I didn't get to say goodbye. And I was really torn up about it, but I really had to still kind of get some work done. And so I did manage to work offline a little bit, but like, if I just can't get myself to go, if I hit start stream and give it a try, more often than not, it'll get me into the flow. And then that kind of also usually distracts me from whatever's on my mind. So it serves the purpose of helping me be productive and get myself out of a funk. But art's kind of always been there for me as a coping mechanism or a comfort. So it's one of the reasons why I'm so forward about promoting art as a hobby, or just being passionate about it and just having it in your life if it's an interest to you. Like, you don't have to be good at art to enjoy it. Like, sometimes it can just be the distraction that you need from a long day, you know? You zone in, get lost drawing stuff, and you just kind of stop thinking about other things for a little bit. Maybe it's painting minis. Maybe it's, getting focused in editing stuff. Like, it doesn't matter what the hobby is. Art is one version of it, but you want to be able to find that place where you're so engaged with something that you enjoy or is taking up your full attention that you kind of don't have to think about the things that are otherwise being a bring down. And it kind of helps you recharge to have the stamina to deal with the things that are difficult. And so it's just really cool to me that I've been able to turn this into a work. But once again, it's because I don't think I could imagine not drawing. I tore the old cooling component out of my computer so fast. I know very little about computer hardware. I've been doing my best. I'm learning, but I am still. It would take me a minute to install my own stuff, like to install a new cooling system. It was like dual fan cooling system. Took me about 3 hours. It probably would have took somebody who knew what they were doing a lot less. But, I like to be hands-on. I like to figure out how to do stuff myself. And while it was tough, I learned a lot. I had to troubleshoot some stuff, and I was really nervous. I don't want to break my computer, obviously. It's my bread and butter. So there was a lot on the line. But I just wanted to draw so bad. I'm like, I need my computer to work so that I can make art. Like, granted, I can do it on my own, in a sketchbook or in other mediums, but I like working. And so the fact that I enjoy drawing was the motivator was the motivating factor for me wanting to repair my computer ASAP. Other than the fact that I need it to pay bills, I need art. It's just, like I said, a place where you can zone out. I think when I had my car accident, I tried drawing with my hand, but it was clear that my hand was pretty badly damaged and needed some time to heal, so I started drawing with my left hand. I couldn't not draw. It was not possible. And so I think I don't know, I think one of the questions that I've gotten is about doing commissions or how I do them, but I think before anyone gets into doing commission work, they need to make sure that it's something that they enjoy and that they're not going to get overwhelmed or burnt out on it, because that's a constant struggle. But because I really enjoy what I do, I have to avoid the burnout on working too hard, and I have to not hurt my hand drawing too much. But beyond that, can't keep me away. Drawing is my life's purpose. For you, it's podcasts and live streams for your workflow. Yeah, those can be really good too. Listening to people tell stories or just talk about things is really nice. It's why I like drawing when I hang out in social settings, because the background chatter is kind of the ambient noise, and it's nice to kind of listen to the party chit chat or what my friends are talking about, and at least spaced evenly. And it's just nice. I don't know. I like drawing. I would draw anywhere, anytime if I could. The only reason I've slowed down is because my hand can't keep up with the amount of art I've been trying to draw. So I'm trying to find ways to work with it. I might spontaneously combust if I were unable to draw. Alright. Guess this is metal. Let's get a few more things filled in here so I can kind of see what we got. Oh, because those are blue. I was like, what? Those are a funny color. There we go. Move those up. Then let's fill these in. Let's do the pants and then I'll be done. This one's definitely one of the bigger projects I've got going on, but mainly it's just because of the amount of detail work in all of the armor. Do do do. I don't know what goes there. All right, so this is a gap. There we go. Now I can actually see stuff because I wanted to put safety pins there, but I forgot because I forgot there was a gap even there. Do, 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 do. And this is see-through, so let's just erase all that out. It's held together with some good old safety pins, just like probably 90% of her outfit. Cool. Yeah, all right. Trying to think. So hopefully after next week, well, after this week, so next Wednesday, we might be able to have something else to draw on stream, just because I'll probably like change it up, but I had to put any like personal art or any of like those bits on the side for now. So maybe next week we'll work on one of those things. All right, so this is almost done. I can come in and clean stuff up more at the end. I just kind of want to get the gist of it. All right, including the fact that this is all armor as well. Awesome possum. All right, that goes there. That's pretty good. I want to do some more, but yeah, I'm not really sure what the gonna have to do like multiple different shades of like blacks and grays so that I'm not having the jacket and the belt all blend in together. So this will be interesting for sure. All right, we'll go ahead and work on some of that stuff next time. But for now, that's most of the line work on her outfit done. I just have to add some more safety pins, her shoes, and her sword. So yeah, let's set this one down. Oh wait, before I go though, I want to put a note up here, cause this is supposed to have like glove, and I'm not sure if it had something else or if this was just fishnets. So I will go verify that. Sweet. All right, so I'm just gonna leave it set up for myself next time. Nice and ready to go. Got the shoes, I got my notes. Neat. All right, gonna save it and we'll work on the stained glass one next. This one hopefully should go fast. We'll see. Kind of want to drop back. Not sure I like this. There we go. That was a little bit too much. Okay, big stretch. So, how close are we? All right, this one's in a funky spot where I think it's close enough. I should be able to just kind of come through and wrap all this up. But for the background, I think I'm just going to start over and select stuff. So it'll be easier. Alright, so this is the cape overlapping the tail. That's good, that's gone. The rest of the cape. Alright, so this is probably one of my favorite styles. It's just, I don't know, it's interesting because I thought that this would be not a very popular style just because it's kind of like simplified or not as complex as my my other work. So to have posted this and gotten interest over it was really exciting. It made me happy. probably want to break some of that up later. Yeah. All right. So, now, what? The way I do everything at the end, all of the colors should be in the same folder. So that probably means I need to finish drawing the sword first. Excuse me. So I dropped this down, and then I said, what, 15 pixels? Yep. Okay. It's so different from almost everything else. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to know sometimes. Sometimes something that's way different is really cool, and sometimes that's not what people are there for. So it was cool. It's something I've done like on and off since high school. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I found one of my old ones. Did I save it in old art? No. It was, I thought. Oh, there we go. So it was one of my main folders. So this was one I did in like 2009 in Photoshop Elements, which is like a photo editing program. It's not even it's not even for actually drawing. But I don't remember what made me want to do it. I just really liked... I think I was at my grandma's house, and she had like the dining room chandelier, or one of her desk lamps had like fireflies or dragonflies and like flowers on it, and I thought it was so cool. And so one summer after visiting, I think I was inspired to just go home and try to do it on the computer. And I didn't think it was super great, but I didn't think it was super bad either. It was just something I always was like, oh, that was fun. And then one day I just got a wild hair up my ass, and I was like, huh, you know what I want to do? I want to see how that stained glass stuff looks in my art style now. And I think it looks pretty neat. I'm really happy with it. It's really interesting though, because like just because it looks simple doesn't mean that it is, because there's still so much that goes into like planning and trying to think about how the shapes would break up and stuff. Like, I guess the shapes are simple, but the thoughts behind it have definitely taken a good bit of time to sort of refine and figure out how to get the shapes how I like. Let's see. Like right now, I'm just trying to take a look, see where stuff is at. I kind of like have a little bit of a triangular shape here, but so I'm trying to get something that maybe looks like breaks shards of magic or like little sparkles. So I'm trying to find ways to incorporate that. So it's kind of just like, okay, where would this shape go? Where would it logically connect to the best? Like trying to think of stuff like how they actually try and break a piece of glass. It's fun. It's different than my usual stuff, so I think it's cool. I have a good time. I don't do a lot of stuff that I don't enjoy. I don't think that there's a point. So if I sound like, oh geez, Scuts, you're just happy to draw anything. Like, well, no. But I don't take commissions of anything that I'm not happy to draw. So that way my customer always gets something that's good and I don't have a bad time drawing it. Because then everybody has a bad time. And it really is just as easy. I mean, like, I don't think I've ever had anyone be offended. Like, it's one thing if you're like, ew, your character is ugly, I don't want to draw them. But, like, it's usually never that flippant. It would be like, I'm just not feeling something about it, or, like, maybe, like, I mean, as someone who draws a lot of furry art, like, maybe it's just a species that I don't feel comfortable that I can pull off, you know? I might just refer them to somebody else who can, or ask them if they have a different character. I used to do freebie streams, and even in my freebie streams, I'd be like, hey, make sure you have a backup choice in case your character isn't quite my vibe. And it's literally nothing against the character at all, or the taste of the person who owns the character. It's literally just, will I have fun drawing this, yes or no? If I don't think that I will have enough fun drawing it, or I think that I will struggle more than I'm willing to push my skill set or have the bandwidth to push my skills at the time, I'll just say, you know, not at this time, or that's something that I don't feel up for drawing. I always appreciate the interest, and most times if I'm like, yeah, I'm not quite vibing with that character, someone will be like, boom, what about this one? And then I have worked with my customer to find a character that I'm happy to draw so they can get art from me and it will be something that I enjoy. I feel like some people are too quick to just take any commission, especially starting out. And I was definitely guilty of this as well. Like, when you don't have a lot of room to pick and choose, you might just, you know, take what you can get. So maybe some characters here and there weren't quite my cup of tea, but I did kind of find my stride and was like, okay, I didn't have fun drawing that. I guess I won't, you know, I won't do that one again. And, you know, it's like you live and you learn, and you go and add it to your, you know, terms of your service or your commission information. Just be like, hey, I do draw this, or I don't draw that. And I think that's a really important tool too. Like, I used to not draw like mecha or robots, because mechs were just too, like, the mechanical shapes and everything were too much for me. And then after working in a machine shop and being around parts and pieces and things that look more like bits from mechs and like machinery type, I got a lot better at it if I have good references. But when I tried to draw myself a Warforged Warlock, which is a Warforged is like a D&D robot, but they're powered with magic. And I basically just drew Bender. I was like, oh, I can't draw robots. But I also think it's really important to underline there. It's not that I can't draw robots. It's that I didn't put my time and my effort into learning how to draw mechanical looking stuff in a convincing way. And it's something I've gotten more practiced at. Now I do enjoy it a lot more, and I've gotten to draw some very interesting, like, I love the anthropomorphized airplanes and stuff. Like, those are just neat. Once again, a thing I probably would never design myself or have as an OC myself, because I'm just not that into like ships or planes and stuff. But I have seen some really, really cool OCs and characters that are either like robotic or mechanical, and I love it. I love the variation. That's what I love about art. It's such a cool way you get to express so many ideas, and it's such a cool medium to share it in. Like, language can be tricky, and there's a lot more room for like error in translation or stuff like that. But like, if you see something visually, like, it's such a strong language, and I think it's beautiful. I think everybody should learn to draw, even if it's just for doodling. But like, I've gotten people who are like, "Oh, I'm sorry for the bad art," when they like draw their character and show it to me. Or like, "Oh, I'm sorry, this is rough," and they're like taking the work in progress that I gave them, but they, instead of trying to play, you know, guess 1,000 times what the heck you're trying to say, it's so much easier if they're just like, "Oh, here, I drew some red lines over what I was talking about," and boom, just like that, it's now way, way easier to see what they are talking about and not just try to guess. And so it's neat. Like, oh, this character has pointy ears, this character has rounded ears. Like, yes, you can describe that, no problem. It takes more words though, and it's cool how fast it can be conveyed in just conveyed visually. I don't know. Humans are neat. We're weird. Areomorphs. There we go. They are rather interesting. You've been wanting a stained glass commission as well, just don't know what character? Ooh, that would be a tough call. Ooh. Cause yeah, I think when I finish this one, I just wanna open, be like, I wanna take one of these. I think that's fun too, because then people know like stuff that I'm in a mood for, and not just like, once again, like, if you know the artist is enjoying what they're drawing, you have a better, you're like, okay, there's probably a better chance I'm gonna get something I enjoy. I fucked up this sword, didn't I? Something's not straight. I think it's this. Let's just fix it. No, wait. I don't want to scoop that line art up. There. Let's see if I can just nudge it over. All right, that looks better. Then I'll just fix the corner here. And this here. Fabulous. All right. This is going to be really interesting because I want to keep what's going on behind in the magic. So I'll erase what's here behind the hilt and the sword. But yeah. I'm gonna hide this sword real quick. See if I can do this. There we go. Alright. God, I just love trying to figure out, like, how would this work? How would this go? And I've been waiting to do any of the segments. All right, hold on. Wait. Where's the frame? The frame is too pretty. So I'm gonna merge. Oops, no, that's not merging. Merge that, and I'm gonna duplicate it in case I need the original. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just erase out what is, I guess, hidden behind the figure here. So yeah. All right. I feel like we only have, okay, yep, we only have another 30 minutes left. I'm gonna go work on some other stuff tonight. So just gonna go as fast as I can on this without rushing it. Now, should I have the cape behind? Ooh. Or in front? Because it's kind of cool to have the hoof over the front, but then what if this was like this? Because that's the sword. I love digital. I can just try shit. Oh, I really like that. Oh, I really like that. Oh, I really like that. That's so cool. All right. Oh, big stretch. Ooh. How long have I been working for? 2 hours? Okay. How long have I been drawing for? I've been working since 9:30 this morning, and it's 3:30. But I went and updated a bunch of stuff. Not a bunch of stuff. I updated a few things. But I was going through all my commission stuff. Getting everything ready for the stream. And then I had to go and add some cool new tunes to my playlist so we don't have to listen to the same stuff. Especially, like, it's one thing if I'm doing more of a tutorial stream and I have something I'm covering or something like that, but this one where I'm kind of focusing on drawing, it's kind of nice to just be able to have less annoying background music for sure. I love braided patterns. I'm just gonna do it. Trying to look over here, make sure that the spaces look good, so I'm gonna move those ones up a little bit higher. Make this one go a little bit over like that. I think that's good. Just want this to go out a little bit more on either side. I don't think it really matters. So I kind of try to find the main shapes that I want to stick out, and then I kind of connect where I think it looks like it would be easiest if I was trying to break the shapes physically myself. And then just try to look back and forth kind of intermittently, making sure that I'm not overcrowding anything. So I want the shapes to build off of and reinforce each other without overtaking each other. I feel like I should add one that comes in down here and connects. It kind of breaks up the shape of the flank a bit, but I think it's better. So I'm just trying to make the shapes run together with shapes I already have going. That should be pretty good. Then everything in here kind of also has the tail. Yeah. Okay. I'll just go like that, and then what do we got? So, yeah, we're just gonna kind of build the tail back under here. I guess I could try to go through and erase this out, but I feel like that would be more difficult than I want to do right now. I feel like this would help me make sure if there's any corrections I want to make. So, I also made sure to add down here, you can now see what we're listening to. All right. I want to bring that up. I want to bring this down. And then I do want to go and grab my selection brush. Nope. On this layer. Boom, boom. I know those parts at least will be silver. Alright, so expand, and then go down here, fill, and I'll probably use another deeper red for the handle maybe. Keep stuff cohesive. gold there, maybe. Alright, and then lastly, I want to make sure I fill in these sort of little magic bubbles, sparkles. It's gonna help me remember where they are at as well. I don't really like those two that I made triangular though. Let's make them like actually the right shape. Okay, and then I'm gonna go do the same thing up here with this hair. All right. I'll keep those just like that. Now the only thing I really need to do, the other one I did has an eye. And this one does not. So I might add one and then move the hair. Oh, I like that shape though. All right. Now, does it make sense to do the hair further out forward? So that you can then see... No, I don't like that. Alright, I'm gonna leave this one here for a moment. I want to make sure that the sword is okay before I do anything else extra. And I'm gonna think about that face for a minute. Any last like changes here? I like having the cape disappear behind the flowers too, but I want to double check on that before I commit, because if I erase that and the commissioner does not like it, then that's a lot to fix. So I'm just gonna hang on tight and I will check in with them about it. Okay, so and the background is supposed to be more of a marble, so let's make it dark and desaturated. Do 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 do. Okie dokie. Hello, welcome, welcome. We're getting to the last 20 minutes or so here. I've done, I think what I'm gonna do on this for a minute. I want to double check I'm happy with the sword and the hair here before I'm moving on. So we're just gonna let that steep in my brain for a little bit. But this one is good to give a good old flip for and do the backside. So let's go ahead and start on that, shall we? Flip. All right. So, this is my favorite trick. I'm gonna erase that though. I don't think he actually needs the whole page. And then, let's see, the only thing I had to correct for this is that the sash is a little bit wider. I believe has a bit that hangs down about there. I did it on the wrong layer? No, I did. On the right layer. Yeah. All right, so away we go. I am going to erase everything but the outline. You can never figure out when do I start the stream, especially because of the time zone. I'm trying to get a little bit more consistent. I'm aiming to start between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that would be about 3 hours and 45 minutes ago was what? That was noon, yeah. So basically between 3 and 4 hours ago your time. If I'm not on by 2 p.m., which is about 2 hours ago, I just don't get on at all. But I was having a lot of technical issues and computer issues that were preventing me from streaming on time or streaming at all. So I cross my fingers, think I have resolved those issues, and streams have been a lot more manageable. I'm not spending a majority of my time trying to get my sound to work. I was having issues with Wavelink, so I just had to uninstall and reinstall something. But I took about 15 plus hours to figure out how to do so. And then after there was a stream 4 weeks ago, I tried to do a tutorial stream and I had absolutely no audio, and I found out at the end of the stream I was not pleased at all. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait until I fix this. So hopefully things will be more consistent and in the same time frame. But if I'm not on by about 2 hours ago, I just don't get on. I have a lot of stuff I can work on though, so I am pleased. I'm surprised. It depends on what kind of commission work I've been getting. Depends on how much stuff I have to stream on YouTube. And I was doing some personal work for a little bit, which was fun. But I'm not far enough ahead due to holidays and such. So I'll work first, and then when I catch up, we'll get back to some fun stuff. So since I need to work pretty consistently, I should be back on schedule for regular timing on Wednesdays, unless essentially if I have a migraine and I'm not doing well enough to get on to stream is about the only time I should be not on, give or take, but doing better at consistency. You know, with my computer functioning, it helps. That was fun. I literally just fixed the sound card and then realized, or not the sound card, I just fixed the sound issue with my stream software, or my Wavelink, and yeah, then it was like, oh, by the way, your cooling fan isn't working. I'm just like, no. All right. Hey, Kian, how's it going? More or less at 5 p.m. in your country, you're gonna schedule that 5 p.m. just after statistics. Nice. Yeah, I try to be on by about noon my time, but I seem to I forget to eat. I forget to eat. So until I sit down and I'm like, okay, I got this, I got that, I start getting everything ready, and I go, did I eat? I go, fudge, son of a, all right. So I go run off and I try to make food before I stream so that I don't feel icky and run down from not having any energy. So I've been getting on closer to 1. But yeah, we'll hone stuff in. My schedule's been doing a lot better. I shook all of the IT gremlins, all the tech goblins out of my computer for the time being. I swear, if I didn't enjoy drawing as much as I did, I probably would have given up. I could not for the life of me figure out what the heck was even going on. It was funny. It wasn't funny. It was funny that I just had to uninstall and reinstall the program. It's horrible. It's cruel. I think that this is doing pretty good. Suppose I should erase here so I can see what I'm doing, but Alright, who's got the neck rolls? What's going on? I guess these are coming through the front. He's got his little bits here. Sleeves. They're called sleeves. Little shirt bits. They're sleeves, Scots. My only problem with this music is it's almost like too chill. Don't need to listen to the happy hardcore, but maybe something a little perky. I definitely feel like the music I listen to 100% influences the mood of my drawings. All right. Well, I'm gonna figure out the toe beans later. They're there. Let's see. Do I want to start some line work on this buddy? Maybe. Let's see if I can do a face. Let's see how this goes. I love tabaxis. I love D&D though. It's fun. Like, if you can get a good group to play with, it's so great. I feel like when I played my Tabaxi Artificer, that was when I had so much fun. She was a hoot. And like, if I could afford to do like more commissions, like get commissions of my character myself, I would absolutely commission Knack. Actually, New Blood, I don't know if he's still in chat or not, but New Blood drew me some birthday art of Knack. I almost like blew a gasket. I was like, yes! So cool. But then again, I guess it makes sense that I gravitate towards like Dragonborn and Tabaxi in Dungeons and Dragons because when I played like Morrowind and Oblivion and eventually Skyrim, my go-to was if I wanted to be like the sneaky, I'm gonna steal your sweet roll character, I was always a Khajiit. And if I just wanted to go exploring, I would always be an Argonian because A, lizards, cool, A+. But B, Argonians as a racial feature, like, can't drown. So you could go explore all the cool underwater places and I wouldn't have, like, the panic attack of running out of breath. Oh my gosh, I love him. This is why you get good commissions from me. This is not my character. I do not own this character. This character belongs to the commissioner, and I'm just like, I love him so much. New toe beams, new face. Look at his face. You don't pay me to get this hype about your characters. I just do it. I guess it all comes back to though, I wouldn't take commissions that I didn't have interest in doing because I wouldn't enjoy doing them. So anyways, I stream all day and I draw your characters while I talk about how much I adore them. What are you gonna do about it? Tell me to stop saying nice things about your OCs? I'm being a bully. I'm gonna tell your OC that they look nice and they have cool hair. You can say no all day long. She's got some fucking cheekbones. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to feel out a kobold for a new side campaign. So we're still keeping our general Thursday chaotic campaign that we've been playing for about 2 years, but just to kind of take a break and try out some new classes and stuff, we're all playing different characters for a secondary campaign. So I'm trying to play kind of like a little wisecracking Cobalt. I'm trying to decide if I just don't quite vibe with her or what's going on, or if I'm just rolling really bad. Because if I'm not having fun with the character, then I just kind of want to workshop something until I'm happy with it. But I'm going to try to pay attention next time, because if I'm just beefing all my rolls and I'm not having fun because I'm essentially not getting to do anything with her, then that's fine. I can just try to roll with it. Like, it seems like everybody in one of our games gets the curse and they just cannot roll well. Oh, and Fridays it's actually Deathlight. It's poor Dust. Oh, poor Dust. But you know, if you're a good sport about it, you can build it into their character and make the times that you do get good rolls kind of mean more and are really interesting. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna try to pay attention, because if it's just getting bad rolls, I can roll with that. But if I'm just not feeling it, then I don't really want to lock into a long form campaign with a character I'm not feeling. And then I'm just like, I want my tabaxi, and I'm like, no, play a different character. But my tabaxi is definitely my comfort character for playing D&D. She's an artificer, and she's just kind of a wisecrack, like Bugs Bunny type. And she doesn't like vampires. It's really wholesome though. I love it. It's like, yeah, you're goofing around with a bunch of friends and, you know, joking around, but it's such a wholesome and fun way to spend time together. Especially, you know, when you're, I mean, maybe the gameplay might not always be so wholesome, but like having like a weekly get together and being able to have that social time is really good. Especially, I feel like, as somebody who works from home, it's good for me to have more people time. All right. I got the kitty cat. Cobalt. Yeah, actually, it's Vinny, my bard. I'm really trying to make her work. I guess I don't really. Part of it too is like trying to be like that face character or being deceptive. Like, that's not really my jam. So trying to like think of like what would somebody who's like what would insert questionable people in my life do? I'm like, huh. But it's like it's weird, because like you're trying to not get your teammates in trouble, so you're like, wait, no, the other guy did it, he's the jerk. It's fun. Vinny's weird though. I wanted to do a bard who doesn't well, I guess she's like, typical horny bard, but not typical horny bard. Because I'm like, there's some fun stuff with it. But like, I was like, I want to find something I can do. Like, I don't want her to just be, you know, this, like a singer or whatever. So yeah, she sings, but she plays the bagpipes. But her main thing is, instead of performing and doing like a musical instrument or something, her performance is actually sword swallowing, because I was like, that sounds like an interesting one. And I just thought it would be funny if she like can hide stuff in her gullet, and so it would just be like, I'm gonna try to hide this thing in my mouth. Let's see if we can put the key and try to like lie to somebody that, you know, we don't have it or we haven't seen it or something. It's weird. My favorite thing with her though is she's got a spell called Unseen Servant, and it just basically spawns something that you can't see in the game. My favorite thing to do with it is if I can't run after something, if it's within 60 feet, I just spawn Unseen Servant in front of it so they trip over it if they're running away. It's pretty handy. It's my favorite tactic so far. I think bards are fun. I've actually, I can't actually say bards are fun. I've only like just been playing a bard. I'm trying to figure out the fun bit. I might have taken I just might need to re-subclass, because I think I'm College of Swords bard, and maybe that's just not it, because I guess it's more of a self buff on your combat and stuff. But if I'm gonna be a bard, like my thing about bardic inspiration, I want to be giving my teammates compliments. I want to be like, hey, you know, that was a dandy crit you got there, you son of a bitch. Have a bardic inspiration, finger guns. You know, like I want to make my party, like I want to uplift my teammates. And so to have bardic inspiration that really only is good on myself, I'm like, fuck this. I want to be the hype man. Come on. Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of things I can use Unseen Servant for. I will find them. Alright, how much more do I want to go on this boy? I feel like, no, he shouldn't have super mega creases though. I feel like this would be well fitted. Like some slight fabric tension and pulling, but I imagine these would be pretty nice and well fit. Alright, so where are we? I don't think I actually got to get to the kobolds today, because I think I am, unfortunately, gonna have to wrap it up here in a minute. I need to eat some food, and then I'm gonna start working on some in-stream commissions, but on Picardo. And my slots are so full. I got a dress that I want to draw. I saw it on Twitter, and it has been eating my brain all day. So now I'm gonna go draw everyone's OCs in it. I always want to make clothes more complicated, but on a ref sheet, more complicated is not necessarily better. You just want to be able to convey what pieces are on something with the right amount of detail. You want to be able to tell what it is without it being too overwhelming. So let's see. see. I don't want to add too many crinkles and folds in the clothes here, but... Oops, one too many. Bring it back, bring it back! Alright, so... I don't want to stop, I'm doing it. I'm going. I'm in the flow with this one. I don't know. I don't want to stop. He's like halfway done already. I just want to draw the cat. Okay. This is where I have to be the mean boss. I'm like, no. It's time to stop drawing the cat. Alright. I don't want to stop drawing the cat. That was a good bit. With all the complicated stuff minus his like hands. I am gonna leave this be though. We'll call it here. Where I've got that. Alright. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like it. I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and save. Your mom. Hello. Oh. Okay. Well, I suppose that this is enough goodies for sure that I'll be back next Wednesday. We'll pick back up finishing this fella. We'll work on the kobolds as well. I'm just waiting to find out what I'm doing for the busts on this one, but I mean, considering how quickly our cat friend here came out, I imagine these guys are going to go pretty smooth as well when we get there, so I'm super excited. It's been awesome. I appreciate everyone coming and hanging out. Yeah, we'll be here. Oh yeah, I leave the VOD, I guess they're not VODs, it's not Twitch. I leave the streams up, so yeah, if you catch it right away, I haven't had a chance to remove the gaps yet, but I take out the breaks after it's had a chance to upload and buffer to the YouTube cloud. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for joining me. We got a lot of stuff done today. I'm gonna go get some food and get some more stuff done, so take care, have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.